What about the zeros and the ones?
So what can Hall do without a gun?
Right. Actually, wait, no. Don't you have martial arts 1?
I
Can't you
do.
just punch people?
Oh, you can be like me. Punchy, punchy.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Well, they have
welcome.
guns. Disarm them. Give me a gun.
Give who a gun? Oh yeah. We have a martial artist. You can acquire a gun. Why not? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting edition of We Shot First. I am your host, GM Jeff Ball. In the house tonight, 2 stars of our show, of course, Matt Witt, Aiden Willems playing the Jedi, and the sleazy, pleasy, lemon squeezy Rahul Oberus. You like that? Yeah.
Pretty apt description.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty fair.
Joe Gibson. Mel Gibson. Joe Gibson in the house tonight, playing one of his wonderful stoic, man of few words, cameos. No Frank. No Frank. Now, Joe, you're buying a house.
Yes.
And so is Frank.
Yeah, I just bought a house. Actually.
And you showed up, and Frank didn't. So we love you
I
more.
I think Frank is moving. I
Yeah,
still have time
I
to do that.
No, apologies. Of course, as you know, Ryan Messina is up to his eyeballs in wee ones and stuff. And it doesn't mean they're on the show. Even Jay Tamlin, who's taken a back seat to help Rob Hammond and Aiden Willems and them launch Cadaverous Cogs, which is coming soon. It's Christmas. It's December, it's Christmas, and we are going to try to play every Friday something, especially Star Wars. But the double headers and all that type of stuff is, we're going to kind of come back in the new year. Something I just wanted to note before we go full bore. I got very excited looking at some statistics a week ago. We went from an average of like 150 to 350 hits a week in our podcast to 1,400. I got very excited.
Oh, wow.
I tracked it to Star Wars. I got very excited. I tracked it to a single episode that somebody's just playing on loop, which means like I appreciate anyone trying to help, but phantom plays like that doesn't help us. It just screws up our numbers, and we eventually we can't tell what's a legitimate someone listened to it and they enjoyed it and listened back. But Aiden, it's Christmas. Do you know what episode is playing over and over for somebody?
Oh my god.
Oh gosh,
Yes,
seriously?
Yes,
It is a good episode, though.
Oh, it's a
Season
great episode.
2, episode 4, the Poser Christmas special. Much better than the Star Wars Holiday special. Not as good as any decent Star Wars movie. But excuse me while I get rid of my Jerry curl. It's hot, sweaty down here. So, gentlemen, there was a Sabac, a Sabac tournament here in the show in season 3. Like I even bought the game and I haven't even opened it yet because Matt and Joe and Corey are supposed to come over the house, but with COVID, that's really difficult to do a game. And several episodes, so many episodes leading up to this tournament, and now the tournament, we have a winner, your ex-wife. But what's this big twist? Somebody is salty about it and pulls a gun. People hit the floor. The crowd gasps. And in a surprise round, henchmen seem to be emerging from the crowd. People are bustling themselves forward, and this guy has a gun. And he takes a step towards the wifey, like this. And I almost forgot about, who can't forget about the droid, because the droid dealer that he slapped a, what do you call it? Slapped a button on, is large and in charge. And works for the bad guy. No, it's not gonna work. That looks like crap. And this thing hangs down in. Let's see if we can just make this thing Oh, drawing. Here we go. This thing hangs down in the middle of the table, but guns pop out on arms. Okay, so I believe we're going to start some battle type music and go back. I don't know why this is flipped over to a different screen. There we go. Somehow that technical difficulties abound. We're going to start up some juicy music. And then we're going to fight with laser pistols that go pew, pew, pew. And I need you guys to all roll for the initiative. You remember initiative? Jeez, how long has it been since our Jedi's been in a fight?
How long's it been since we've been in a fight, period?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I know, but 50-50
We got into that
chance.
hallway battle.
Yeah, but 50-50 chance Poser just like hangs out and plays theme music for you, so...
Natural 1 for my initiative to give me a total of 3.
That's awesome. I am liking this already.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
18 for Babesh.
Very nice, very nice.
Gotta have to the input value. 27.
Jesus.
That's Mr. Initiative to you.
Yeah. For the listening audience, I got a 14 on the dice.
Oh. And
Yeah.
wait a minute. What is your initiative modifier?
Plus 13.
How does that
I
any sense?
I have it trained and focused, because which gives me like a plus 10, I believe. Or it gives me a large plus, and then there's level and dexterity modifier, which is 1. The reason that is the case is because I'm a Sarian, and we get we're all about initiative. Yeah, like my racial feat is skill focus initiative. And I also, if I roll low,
right?
I
'cause
can-
It's a skill. I forgot initiative's like an actual skill in this game,
Yes,
not
it
just
is.
Damn, sunshine. That
and even if I rolled low, I have intuitive initiative. A Sarian may choose to reroll any initiative check, but the result of the reroll must be accepted.
Yeah, like you
music
start
picks.
with a 13.
Yeah.
So your initiative will never be lower than 14 ever.
Yep.
And if you roll a 1, you get to re-roll it if you want.
Exactly.
But you have to take the result even if it's worse. Oh, it's
Yeah. And yeah, I'm not gonna reroll now. 14, that's better than average, so I'm leaving it. I need to get my little I need to get my force suite up. 'Cause I don't have the axe.
so much can happen in the blink of an eye. They say a round is 6 seconds in most D20 games. Am I wrong?
Nope.
Takes about
Nope.
six seconds. And then somebody got the brilliant idea going, well, if you have 2 actions, 2 moves, or stand right, that's 3 seconds. It's like, well, what can you do in 3 seconds? A lot, actually.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. I just so the audience realizes the gravity in this game, your skills, you don't just throw a rank in it and you're done and put more ranks in it as you level. All your skills automatically increase in value every other level as all the characters level, which means you guys will just get faster and fast, even if you don't put anything into it. Faster, which is really cool. I am a little afraid, actually.
It is really cool, but the enemies get the same thing, so it balances.
So something to indicate that it's been a while for combat is that y'all forgot to click on your tokens when you rolled initiative.
Yeah, I just pulled up like the initiative thing. It's like, oh, no one put it in there.
Oops.
That's okay. So Poser, you got, what'd you get? 37?
27.
27. And Vibesh?
18.14.
That's fine. And Raul?
3.
My man. And good old Bat. Now, I'll have everyone go on Silas's go. Like they do have different goes, but they're all kind of like waiting. You know, he inks the droid. So a 13 on the dice. and a +4. You know, the good old maximum modifier of old. A gentleman 17. It's not a bad, you know, not a bad go. Let's see, this is round 1. Not round 14, round 1. So, with the surprise round sort of enacted and you guys all, well, you know, surprised, going to the top of the initiative order with, big surprise, Poser, who isn't even on my map. He's down in the bar. Can't even fit you on there.
Yeah. Also, none of us are showing up on the turn order.
Yeah, I see that. You're on mine, on the GM map, but I don't see you on...
See, I was on it when you first popped it up, and then moved away.
Let's get that back there. Huh. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, my guy is like a cut and paste, and you guys are official character sheets, which are all on mine. Little theater of the mind tonight, so you know what? We're just gonna, we're just gonna drop that. So on round 1, we have Poser. Vabesh, you are on deck. Poser, what do you wish to do? There is a commotion in the crowd. Now, this is the best part. I haven't filled in the bystanders. Okay? The bystanders are everyone backs up against the walls. 3 squares off the wall in every direction is a sea of people. And a little bit more still difficult terrain. A ring, the door, out the walls, everything is just people. And every round or two, it will thin as people like pour out of that doorway. So I want you to imagine in the bottom of the bar, the round area, a lot of people, and then up the walls, and the doors here on the hook, and big up the back wall, and along the top wall, and then down on the crux of the point, which is the east wall, is just people. And now they're all gonna like just start freaking out, heading for the door. And it's too much for the minis, you know, for Roll20 to handle. So I've just focused on, you know, you guys, the bad guys, and such. But with this exciting music, and Poser, there he is, way down the bottom.
Way down in the bottom.
Way down the bottom. So Poser, what do you want to do? Like, you don't even have line of sight on Besh. There is a throng of people in the bar, and then straight across the top of that bar entrance is a whole bunch of spectators that were watching the card table, because they remember that ring and that one light, okay? Everywhere is dim light unless you're at Rahal's table.
Gotcha. Okay. So all tokens on the map are hostiles?
I would need a force-sensitive ping from you for perception for that, because everything is dim and concealed, and you know how you can like just uncover stuff?
Yeah. All right, let's do that then. 21.
Okay, now perception checks are free in this, I think. They don't, right? But using the force in lieu of one, I don't know if that's, you're using the skill, so I think that takes, to get the benefit of like seeing.
There's
perception's a skill as well. So, but I would say I would say with the wording of his ability, it's you use the force in lieu of a perception check. I don't think it would take extra time.
It's swift action. As a swift action, you make an DC 15 use the force check to ignore effects of cover and concealment when making perception checks.
Yeah,
so detect or observe targets.
Sorry, I talk about 2 actions in around 6 seconds. That's wrong, because you actually get 3 as long as the third is a swift, but they have labeled it as something.
Yes.
But faster than most other games that we play, where you either get it for free or you go, I want to look around, and you like stop time and you do that scan. So swift actions, great, because you usually hardly don't use them. So swift action, you burn, you're flipping, use the force, you got a what?
21.
21, okay. That would give you the layout of the room. 120 feet, 100 squares to the back, okay? You sense all the tables, you sense all the people, and you sense movement as one. 4 dudes pushing straight towards like 4 life forms moving in while 120 are moving out.
Gotcha.
You know, are there friendlies? Who knows? So now that you've pinged, the audience gets to see, you know, the map in earnest. The rest of you guys are going to have to just sort of swift action as you go, as you would say, you know. Anyway, sorry. So getting back to Poser, what do you want to do?
All right, so 4 moving in. There's one within 20 squares of me.
Yep. That's Besh. Since you know his life force, you know that's a friendly.
Oh, okay, that's Babesh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So not hostile. Got it.
Mm.
Then.
Did you
He
pay
has
him
his
and feed
moments.
him? Did you pay him or feed him lately? Because who does he
Fair.
really work for, right?
Well, he does have
Okay.
a vested interest in assisting us get that pad back if he wants to get paid.
That's
Yeah.
true. He's still on loan. He's on loan from Ramagilligar.
Yeah. Next closest hostile is marked blue at 24 and Rahal at 25. Still not sure if he's a hostile yet or not. Depends on the day. But so you're saying where I'm at currently is difficult terrain, correct?
Yeah.
I'm on the edge. Okay, got it.
Yeah, but not terrible. Like, what is it, 2 for 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far when you get to the middle. So for the first, 3 squares, it's difficult terrain, then you're free to go. You're just shoving people aside, and you know what I mean?
Okay, so if I was to do that, that would be 6 squares.
Oh, sorry. That's in the room. In the bar, you're good until you get to the end of the bar. Until you get to the edge of the room.
so I'm-
Sorry.
Okay.
There's
so I'm
people
good
in
until
here, but they're not pressed 3 people deep. Yeah, you get 10 squares before you get to that edge of the spectator ring. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. There's lots of people in here, but not enough to really slow you down. I'm not going to be that much of a dick.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm going to move 6 squares up. Do I have proper line of sight to would any of the enemies be able to see me behind the sea of people?
Well, you just look like people, right?
Okay.
You get the idea that if you reacted to their commotion, like drew weapons, or that would get a perception check from them, or start firing, which would draw attention. You know what I mean? If you acted hostile, but right now you're just a bystander, right?
Okay,
so is everybody except for Rahal, who's literally at the table. Even Besh, they don't know who he is.
Gotcha. Okay, then I'm going to use my my standard action as a secondary move, and slide up kind of the front of the crowd, sliding along them, and get to one of the tables in front of me. Directly east of me is Vabesh, maybe about 8 or 9 squares away, and then Rahal and Blue Man are 12 and 13 squares. So that's my turn. Swift move, second move.
Okay. So next we have Mr. Besh, if that is your real name.
Yes, it is. Anyways, with the dealer, robot, droid, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
How many guns, pistols?
2.
2. Okay.
Dual wielding.
Dual
Ooh.
wielding. All right.
Yeah.
The Besh will move 1, 2, 3, 4 squares to the north to go right beside Rahal.
Now, this is the first time. Keep in mind, this game, this system kind of died because kind of broken, right? But we love the campaign because it's pretty much canon, and we're willing to explore this rules as written, no matter how bad it gets for the players or how OP the players get. I'm reading 3 books. I'm halfway through the 3rd book. This is the first time where that I've noticed that a monster's feats are for the combat and not for the situation of the character. If you have a bad guy and he carries this gun, he knows how to use it, he has some neat feats because of his history, he's a rogue or whatever, blah, 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 it makes sense. Right?
Yep.
This droid, I'm assuming, has been reprogrammed, probably by Silas, else a dealer droid or someone from, Fifth Element, awesome movie that sits there with a drink fountain going, want some more, psh, 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 right? Would not have these feats for dual weapon mastery 2. So it's as a soldier, Vabesh, okay, this droid isn't just, waving guns around. Do you remember the first season of Mandalorian?
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, so IG-88, how it just brought out weapons. They swung around, but they stopped at marked positions. The thing was just accurate, that kind of thing, right? So this thing is swinging guns around, and it's stopping deadpan point blank on targets. Rahal, you as you move up, Lieutenant Eris, like it's just picking a target, and the guns go, I got you covered, I got you covered, I got you covered. So as a freebie, or let's say, because I'm so nice as your swift action, because of your experience, this droid has been programmed to fight. This is not some kind of like, +0 extra suppression.
Yep, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
So that's my second action, since Rahal is lost in La La Land there with his initiative 1.
Yeah.
I will grab him, and we will both go down. Take cover.
The bad
It's
guy
my paycheck, man.
I know, that's awesome. Like the bad guy grabs a hostage and you grab the VIP, right?
Yep, and down we go.
Get down, Mr. President.
Get down.
I like the sound of that.
Is my paycheck.
Aiden, I'm gonna give you a force point for that. That was awesome, dude. How many force points have you got right now?
I think that pumps me up to 10.
Wow. Well,
You've given me at least one other force.
I can't
point.
give you any points above your maximum. Like, what is your maximum that you should have at this level?
8, I think.
So,
You've never said that prior. Never.
we talked about earning force points. It's fine. I know somebody else that has none right now. You got to draw the camera by talking. Don't just sulk.
Me.
Sorry.
I used them where they mattered, and they paid off. They did pay off. I needed them, so.
Yep. You can almost buy yourself a new ship.
No, I totally can.
Yeah,
Totally can afford a new ship as long as we get that data pad back.
Yeah.
Could almost afford one without it, but
Yeah, so that we all take cover behind the table. And I am done.
Okay.
Unless Rahal wants to resist.
No.
Up to him.
that was my first action next round, so. Thanks.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to follow you around and just assist you in your attacking.
Stay behind me. Oh, man.
Because that's about all I got.
Okay,
Unless
that's fine.
there's
I'll
some
get a gun for you.
fancy way I can disable a droid, but I don't think so.
Well, the Uggs, he can just like pull out his arm off and hand it to you to use as a club. They grow back, right? And you have a weapon. Here you go, Chief. Right. No. Okay. Next up, we have Silas Draver. So here's a really cool roleplay / combat effect. So just to go quickly back in time, I'll be taking that, he says, and shout out again to Dan Verslice, our patron cameo, who did a great job last couple episodes. But as far as I know, he never got back to me on being here tonight. I think he's a busy. So the old GM will just have to shoot you, and that way you won't feel bad about the person. Because he's changed. He's suddenly a very violent man. He draws a blaster pistol from beneath his coat, simultaneously pushes a button on the Sabac dealer droid in front of him. That droid and two others spin slightly as arms extend from their bodies. Each one capped with a blaster pistol. Oh, hang on. Several members of the crowd also draw blaster pistols and turn them on the fellow spectators. Clearly allied with Draver, the gambler levels his blaster pistol at his startled-looking Hapan, as in the woman from Hapan, competitor, causing her eyes to go wide in terror. So, why did I only say one droid came down and pulled out arms?
I don't know.
Do you remember me doing a little Mission Impossible with R4 last night?
Yep.
Yeah. So I thought, well, you guys are shorthanded as a party. You don't have American stuff, right? Not really a fair fight just to wipe you out. So not just automatically like the GM trick of like I toned down the adventure. No. I gave a chance that R4 could pull off some mechanical and computer use and, you know, in his fumblings, mess up what he was trying to do so badly, it screwed up Silas Draver's plan. So you have 2 malfunctioning droids that really never kind of popped out of the hatch. You're welcome.
Yay for us.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, if I'm gonna kill you guys, it's gonna be on fair terms, and because of the rules, not just because like, oh, sorry, you know, 3 of your players didn't show up. All my bad guys are here. That's not cool. No. I've waited this long to kill you all. It's going to be good when it happens. I'm not some rigged dealer droid because it had too many people, more arms than the bug. No. That's not how you're going down. But you could die today. We'll see. Good times.
Fine.
So, getting back to Silas Draver, a really cool ability called Disruptive is a prerequisite for an awesome ability called Walk the Line. So, he pulls his gun, and right in front of, you know, Rahal and Eris, that kind of throws everybody off his game, right? He claims to have a bomb in the building. And the whole crowd just goes and freezes. It's kind of obvious he's going to use this threat to try and get out, right? And with a sly wink to the girl, really threateningly, you don't know if he's bluffing or, you know, but anyway, the double take, the solid threat backed up by a really stupid ha-ha at the girl really throws her off. Eris, you guys, you just like, you do not know what to think. And I use my cool ability called Walk the Line. This is his standard action. So he moves to as a move action. He starts dragging the girl over a little bit, but as a standard action, he says something that catches you guys off guard, and everybody within 6 squares of me, so the 2 of you, Vabesh, Rahal, and in line of my sight, take a -2 penalty on all of your defenses until the start of your next turn. So now I'm not sure, just because of the wording, I wasn't sure if it was just like, it doesn't really help me because it doesn't go like a second round. Right. Because it's like a leader feat. You catch that, Matt?
Yep.
So you guys have a -2 to all your defenses this round, as he does something really messed up. And because I grabbed your last round, dragging in this, it's not like regular stuff where you only have like 1 square. I can move 6, so I'm like half movement at best. She's cooperating because she doesn't want to get killed, so I'll give him 3 squares. So we're making our way over. Actually, sorry, I'm staying beside her. I don't know about dragging because that could still be standard action. So he uses this ability, and as a move action, I'll flip the table and make myself cover. There we go. That works. Next, we have Rahal. What do you want to do? Oh, sorry. And the bad guys, they come out, and he says something whack, right? But they're still looking for targets. Like, they're not sure who stands against. So they're just going to move out. You know, they just waddle through the fray, get off of the wall, you know, come out into the open a bit here, and take up positions. Boop. On corners and such. You know, getting ready. They can see you, we can see them. They're on the edge of the crowd that's freaking out. They have little pockets of people away from them because they're brandishing guns. And the droid that's like right in front of you guys, instead of 3 opening up with your very own Merrick to counter, this one just levels guns. Let's talk about dual weapon mastery. Well, it's pretty much it helps with all the bonuses and huge penalties with dual weapon in this game.
Dual weapons are harsh in this game.
So nasty. Anyway, the cool thing about this droid is normally I would have plus 11. That's pretty cool. But with this and all the penalties and everything and then bonuses, he actually has plus 9 for 2. So I'm going to level my guns at hostile. Now you guys hit the floor. So you're under a table. You have cover. And anyway, this thing doesn't bother aiming. It just opens up on the table because it was shooting where you were kind of thing, right? So blaster fire, just start strafing right across the front of the table and onto the table as it lowers its aim. You guys have a plus 10 for cover to your reflex, but it's only 8 because of the -2.
Yeah.
So what is your reflex, Rahal?
Right now, because I'm not wearing my armor, I'm wearing my suit. It is 20.
Okay. And that is with the -2. And with the cover bonus.
With the cover bonus and the -2, it'd be 28.
28. Okay. So for me to hit a 28, I'd need a 19. Get the old dice out here. Gets plus 9, blah, blah. So this thing lights up. Right? Get down. 15. Right? Natural 20. It catches you straight across the back, almost at the top of the spine. A natural 20 is an automatic crit for double damage. Rahal. Vabesh dives you for cover, and technically that does go first in the round, but I do hit you with a natural 20 despite your cover bonus. So a bad piece of the table, one of those little, those lovely tables that are like rounded.
Through it.
Yeah. And nails you in the back as Besh is trying to cover you, right? Yes. 3d6. And the damage I will roll on screen so that we know.
10 points of damage.
Right, and it's double, so it's actually go again for a total
of 13.
Yes.
Ouch. 24. Does not hit my threshold, so I'm good.
Okay, so what is your total?
My total is 37, so I'm down to 24.
Okay, you're not bad. So a really good shot. Not a great way to open the combat. Round 2, poser. Gunfire. And this crazy droid is like shooting the place up all of a sudden. What do you do? Vabesh, you're on deck. He's measuring, he's thinking.
So red dot is bad guy, correct?
Yes, red dot is the guy with the woman with the hostage, and the other guys in the corners are armed dudes.
Okay, got it.
I guess I could give everybody a dot for being hostile.
Yeah.
Because from your point of view...
Yeah, so I'm going to slide across the crowd to here. Like the front of the crowd, and then slip in.
I just realized this is the first battle where you don't have your axe, because they wouldn't let you in here with a vibro axe.
I left it at the room.
Oh,
I am unarmed.
First time he breaks in.
Are you?
He brings first time he just breaks into song, right? We hear his...
I have no physical weapons. However, I'm in the crowd and 12 feet away from the bad guy. Main guy.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yeah. So, Jeff.
Chewing on some bar wings there. You got the nibbles going on. You just came off the bar.
Delicious.
So what do you do?
All right, you are within 12 squares of me and within my line of sight. I'm going to use Mind Shard.
Oh, an oldie but goodie.
Wait, just a second, though. Hold on. Before we go too far ahead, you did skip my turn.
Oh, I did?
I hit the dirt and got shot. I got pulled down and then shot.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's all you get.
I'm sorry. That's true. I'm sorry, Rahal. My bad.
And is Lieutenant Arandis at the table with me here? Is that the guy, the blue dot?
Yeah, that's Arandis.
So on my turn, I will do what Rahal does best. I'm going to lie. Go, ha! You missed!
Propose to Arandis and end up paying a boatload of elements.
And, well, I'm just going to see what I can do with a full round action in combat with, you know,
what about
talking.
your talent? Your talents, yeah. This has got to be like the one game, though, where like diplomacy and everything, especially the Jedi and stuff, all this stuff like leads up to actual serious stuff in combat.
As a full round action, you can make a persuasion check to force a single creature with an intelligence score of 1 or higher to back down from a confrontation, surrender one of its possessions, reveal a piece of secret information, or flee from you for a short time. The creature must be able to see you. Wow, that kind of throws it off a bit, doesn't it?
Do I get to choose what happens?
It doesn't specify.
That's just funny.
I think it's the player chooses.
I know, obviously, but wouldn't that be great if you just like run up to some big bad guy with a huge machine gun or something, and he's like, "I peed the bed when I was a kid." It's like, "Oh, you surrendered valuable secret information." Damn it! Rahal's like, "Yep, talent well spent." Okay, so what do you want to do there, big guy?
Wonder if I can convince the droid to give me one of his guns.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's sentient-ish. The only thing a droid doesn't have is a constitution score, so it should be vulnerable
Well, it's will defense. Is so basically what I have to do is I have to beat or exceed the target's will defense.
It needs to see me. It needs to see you, so you need to move action, get up.
And I'm assuming it'd be -10 modifier because I'm clearly outmatched or outnumbered or disadvantaged. Let me see. So what would that give me? You know what? It's probably not going to fly.
Oh, I'm still liking these odds here.
I'm going to try it though. So yeah, I'll
give me a knowledge technology roll as a swift action.
Sure.
Glance. You peek above the table. You're deciding whether to get up and use this power, and your brain just, you know, it's like you had your little clear
12.
12. Okay, this is a standard droid, nothing fancy. Unlike Vabesh, you've probably failed to notice how it's been, the programming inside it has been like from its actions. You know what I mean? Like its combat reflexes have been boosted. There's nothing to make you aware that its willpower has been boosted. So I'm not saying it's got a crappy willpower, but it would certainly not have a huge one from what you could tell. So what is your actual bonus?
My actual bonus?
Yeah.
It's good. It's very good.
Well, tell me. I got an idea.
Plus 15.
Plus 15. Okay. So with a -10, it would be +5.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just froze up.
I saw that. I'm recording and it's like I'm watching myself and I can hear that noise. It's like, what is going on? Why did I?
So
I just felt like Max Headroom on it, like pause. That was a boring gap. Sorry. Brand new technical difficulties to entertain you. You were saying?
So I'm not going to stand completely up, but I'm going to do the whole Wilson over the side of the table and be like, "Ha! You missed. But you want to know what make this fight more fair? Is if I had a gun too. Gimme!"
Rolling a 7 or an 8 all the way up to a 13 or 14, somewhere between at least a 10 on a D20 is about 50-50 chance, yeah?
A 12. Persuasion of 27. So -10 would be 17.
Use a destiny point.
I don't have. I can't on this.
Okay.
Never mind.
It says surrender a weapon or drop a, like, what does the power enable you to do?
It specifically says that I can convince someone to hand an item that they have in their possession over to me, reveal a secret, disengage from combat.
Okay, so it sounds like you have to do that stuff out of combat, or you could just make it stop fighting for.
It's
you know what I mean?
It's a full round action. No, it gives you the options. You can do all of those things
In combat.
in
Yep.
combat as a
Full round
action.
Okay. So this thing just shot you, right? And like there's the little barrel smoke that they've added in the later Star Wars movies now when the barrels get hot, right? It just opens its little pincers and the gun falls. And you know how how the table is?
Yep.
Right? So Vabesh trying to hit you on the floor, the table tilted, and it just slides down the table and drops in front of you. I can't reach you to give it to you. So
Nope, that's fine. I'll take it.
If I drop it under me, that's kind of a dick move. So it's like, okay, so but it needs to
I'll have to wait till my next turn to pick it up because it's full round action
but
to do that.
it needs to see you. So I would have it, like clearly, not peeking up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like disadvantage 10, right? So if you want to take another 10 because I can barely see you for cover and take your chances, fine.
No, I'll stand up for it. Screw it.
Okay, so
you only live once. YOLO, baby!
Yep, so
Oh, no.
move action, standard action, and it just slides right to you. And you know the little bumper, the little soft pad on a poker table?
Just stops right there.
It stops right there like it came out of a freaking vending machine. But you need a move action to pick it up.
Pick it up. Yep. So that's my turn.
Okay.
I can't believe that worked.
Dude, that was so awesome. So, back to Poser, that was his mid-turn.
Yep. So shift along the front of the crowd, slide in, and then mind shard the guy who has a hostage.
Okay. So, at this point, it says the outer ring is occupied, which means you can't go along that outside, like hug the wall. Okay.
Well, I was moving up this way.
Yeah, no, it's fine. The difficult terrain and stuff is kind of a flavor thing that I've added because, like I said, I've taken out 2 combatants, so I'm happy that once you sort of T-bone, breach the wall of people, you can slide along the thin edge of it without much hindrance.
Okay.
Okay, so you should be at where you are, kind of thing. But if you dive back in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
So
I'm behind like the first line of people, so I can still see clearly, but I'm not like.
Yeah, no, I need you to be among them, like
Yes.
here, that kind of thing. Like as long as you stay within the third square, there's people in front of you, people behind you, but you're among. You know what I mean? You can be seen, but you're blending, right? So I'll be happy with that.
Okay, I thought I had to be on the second square. Third square is fine with me too.
No,
So,
that's good. That's good.
Works.
And like I said, it's just a flavor thing. It's a little flavor. Okay. And what?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and melt his brain.
Oh yeah, that and crap.
Ooh. Okay, 22. So I first compare the results to the target's will defense. So
Okay.
do I beat his will defense?
Well, hang on a second. Does cover not actually affect all my defenses?
I don't think it wouldn't.
He has no cover from a force-sensitive individual.
Oh, that's true. You can sense me.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
that too. But
Okay. No, that's fair because you're using. Because I noticed a lot of these defenses, your reflex, fortitude, will, they blanket them, and they blanket them with cover. They blanket them with this and that, except for certain force powers. So no, you're good. Okay, so I'm looking at my will defense, and you said what?
I got a 22 to beat it.
Okay. This is gonna sound really dumb, but I am tired. You need to hit their defense, not go over it.
Hit or exceed.
Yeah. Guess what my will defense is?
22.
Maybe. Would you care to use a force point?
Yeah, but I just got one.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Best to be sure.
Oh, 1 for a 23 total.
And what happens to me, let's say, if you succeed?
So,
Hypothetically melting. I mean, hypothetically
Right.
speaking.
okay, the target takes 3d8 points of damage and moves 1 step down the condition track.
Ow. Can I have the damage, please?
Yes. And with that force point,
I was just about to say, if you don't your force powers get enhanced like beyond the regular
Yep.
just addition when you use force points?
It does, which means I get to add an additional 2d8.
Hang on. You can use a force point to mod your roll, or you can burn a force point just to juice the power. You can't use 2 force points in a round. It's not you don't double down going up. You know what I'm saying? Like anyone can use a force point to modify a. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to juice a power, you just say I'm putting force point into the power, but you've already used the force point on your roll. There's separate uses of a force point. So which is it going to be? One or the other? Because that would be crazy powerful if Jedi also got the kickback benefit of using a force point on a die roll and it juiced the power. It's a separate point burn.
Okay.
But you can only use one in a round, so what's it going to be? Guarantee that you're going to hit him? Or juice the power and take your chances that he only has a 22 willpower?
No, I'm going to go for the guarantee hit.
Okay.
So I'll just be 3d8 points of damage. So, well, I rolled 181, so 10 points of damage. Not a lot.
That's not bad.
But the bigger thing is dropping him down the condition track.
Yes, and when I get to his turn, don't be afraid. I don't think it's a dick move, guys, to remind me that he's at -1 for everything he does.
Yep. Also, the target cannot improve its condition until the end of my next turn. Although other creatures can use abilities to improve its condition. So.
Okay.
Think about what you may.
No, that's fine.
That's my turn.
Awesome. So, Mr. Draver used to have this many. Now he has this many. And Mr. Bash. Mole.
All right.
So,
So I have technically 2 actions in this game, or 1.
you have 3, but you have 3, but only if you use a swift.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
with
it's
movement and attack.
yeah. Otherwise,
Can
it's
I
kind
do
of
a
like
move and a
Pathfinder.
move, or is it
Yes,
move?
yes.
You can double move.
Yeah.
All right. So I will stand. Thus a move.
Okay.
I
And?
will jump onto the table to go 5 feet in front of me towards the droid.
Okay.
Thus move number 2. And
Okay.
I am done. Woo! Protecting Rahal as best as I can.
Now, if you would like to get a move back and actually attack,
Nope. I want him to attack.
you
So-
want him to? Okay.
All I'm going to say is under acrobatics, you can make if you are trained in it and succeed a DC 15 check, you can stand up from a prone position as a swift action instead of
Yeah.
a move.
I was just gonna
okay.
go there. I was gonna give him the nice kip up flip. So.
All right. Well, I will try.
Only if you're trained.
Do it.
But I assume you will.
Ninja moves. Come on, ninja moves.
Do you,
I'm
do you,
not trained.
oh.
My apologies. I know.
Move. Okay. No, it's all right.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Now, for funsies, if you make that roll untrained, right, instead of a swift action, to stand and then do something else.
You'll let him acrobatics onto the table.
Yep. But not for 15, for like something like 20. Like it's getting more difficult.
Huh? Well, I can try.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
You just see like bug legs pop up in the air, and then he does the vertical handstand.
Ooh, a 7.
7. He gets up and hits his head under the table, and then just kind of
Yeah.
you still
crawls
get up,
up.
but you're a little just kind of gets that one leg and
crap.
a bit of a carapace wing flutter and climbs his ass up on the table.
Tripping on all the spilled booze. I don't know.
Oi. This table's on an ankle. I mean, bloody. Okay.
That's it.
And
That's
that's it. Okay. Now for the bad guys. So Mr. Draver has this awesome ability called running attack. So I can move and shoot and go from cover to cover, which is awesome. And in the game here, it talks about me just staying adjacent to Fierro whenever possible, coercing her to move with him towards the door. So I'm going to insist she comes with me. You know, start running, honey, kind of thing. And with a fleeting look at Rahal. Can I have a perception check, Rahal?
You may. 20.
She's playing the victim. She's playing the role to the end. Hopefully that'll keep his guard down. Okay. Oh my God. She totally freaks out like she's just some rich woman, gambler, nobody, right? Come with me. And she plays along almost too willingly. Okay, anything type of thing, right? And when she moves to get out ahead of him, you know, one of those points where he can't see her face directly, she's turned towards you away from him or whatever. Okay. She gives you the old one of these. Sorry. Like, you know, do something and I'll help you. You know, that kind of thing. The old, not that we have an old con, but she's basically signaling you that if you pull something, she will back you or she's ready to, you know. Anyway, so she moves to where he wants to go. And he's going to make this awesome run over to this table for cover. Get over here. Well, every time I click on this guy, all the macros that that Dan gave us pop up, and they're getting in the way of me moving my dude.
I've got Twitch up on my phone, and I got this new app that subtitles everything. It's called like active captioning, and I have to say the subtitles from this are epic.
Not good.
Well, anytime you say Vabesh or like, it just really it interprets you in a multitude of different ways. It's quite entertaining. So I highly recommend anybody who's watching the Twitch stream to, if they've got a captioning
no, we don't.
app, chuck that sucker up there for some extra entertainment.
I don't want to offend the hearing impaired community. Do you remember I actually got the software that was free, and we tried to run some shows and interviews that had the captioning, and it got really, really bad that we just tanked it? No. Stop trying to get me in trouble, dude. So
never.
So with a running strafe and a fire of my blaster pistol, the whopping D20 plus 8 for a total of 22.
Remember that's with a negative 1.
21. Thank you. 21, Rahal. You're standing there. What are your defenses? I'll give you half cover because the table like still comes up half.
I'll take that half cover.
Yeah,
I will take it. So
give
that
5.
I was at 20.
Yeah. Now you don't have your armor, eh? Like you're just
minus 2. Yeah, but like it's a difference of 1 at the level I'm at now, so it's negligible.
Okay. Yeah, we'll discuss that. Okay.
But so it was 20 minus 2 plus 5, right? For half cover.
So you step up, you know, and your waist hugs the table as you retrieve the gun and the, you know.
Yep.
The
so
shot.
that would give me a 23.
Pew! He shoots the poker chips. How rude. Chew. And misses you.
Whew. Sweet.
The bad guys see you two as a target. So goon number 1, or should I say, actually, I think these guys actually have names. I don't mean like Monty and stuff, but they actually have, what do we got here? Nope, it's Silas Draver's goons. It actually calls them goons. It's not politically correct in today's environment. This is a very old module, it's like 20 years old. We apologize to the goon community.
Only other goons can use that word, Jeff.
What do you mean, you people? What? All right. So, but then it calls them thugs in their tactics. Jeez, I wish these people would make up their mind. It's not all derogative. All right. These guys have careful shot, which means they can negate cover, if I'm not mistaken.
Give me a second.
And dastardly strike, which is pretty cool. Nothing like prepping like 5 minutes before the show starts, right?
Careful shot. If you aim before making a ranged attack, you gain a +1 bonus in your attack roll.
Right. And they do. They have point blank, which is 6 squares in this game, or 12?
6. Oh, sorry. No, it depends on the range of your weapon.
Oh, right, of course. Right.
Yeah,
so
you point
20
blank,
squares,
you get a
20 squares.
+1 on attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons against opponents within
that's-
point blank range.
Okay, so you guys are all in point blank range because you're all within 20
Yeah.
squares, and we have careful shot, so we have an additional 2. One for
If
point
you
blank.
spend the action to take aim.
Yeah, a move action, right?
2
Yeah.
swifts.
2 swifts.
Yeah. So
Same thing.
So anyway,
A
they're up.
swift and a move.
They moved from the crowd. They pulled their guns and they sat there for a whole round looking to
Yeah.
see who goes up against Dad, right? You two react, so they swift 1, swift 2, they take the palm of their left hand and they plant the hilt of the weapon in the right.
Oh, I
doing,
thought it
you
was
know-
turning the blaster sideways.
No, that's
Oh,
gangsta.
that's point thug shot.
Yeah, those are Darga's guys. This is, regular game, right? Down at the range. So they steady their weapon, 2 swifts, and take a single shot each. And I've got 2 on your side shooting to your flank, where your table won't give you cover. And 1 and 2 shooting sort of a V down from the back at Vabesh. And since he's up on the table, no cover for him. And I have the droid.
I have a droid in front of me.
Yep.
So
What do you mean I have no cover?
aiming, it says you can take 2 consecutive swift actions to ignore all cover bonuses to your target's reflex defense on your next attack. You must still have line of sight to your target, however.
Yeah, and then the careful shot gives us the +1 bonus on top of it.
Yes.
But no, that's not a bad point, Joe, because cover comes from even friendlies. You can't shoot through them. There's shield bonuses, so it's worth bringing up.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it negates it anyway. So it
Well,
doesn't
because
matter.
but we can't move and run, and like you said, you're sitting there. You really got to stand out in the open and take a careful shot, and then you're done. You're stuck there out in the open because you didn't move, right? Anyway, unless you're peeking around the corner, but negating cover, +1, +2, and then the actual what we get with our actual blaster pistol brings us up to a nice tidy 7. So I'm going to pick up 3 dice here, and I'm going to say the black and white are for
Those are
the
nice
Vabesh.
rolls there.
Thank you. Black and white for Vabesh, so I've got a 14 and a 24. Vabesh?
The 24 definitely hits.
Okay.
It's anybody.
And for and for Rahal, I have a 17, so that's +7. On top of that, again, is 24.
That's a hit.
And a second roll for you, sir, with a 9 and a 7 is 16.
That's a miss.
So, yeah, okay. So you each get hit once by a heavy blaster pistol these guys are carrying.
3d8.
Yes. Oh, how I've missed you, Star Wars.
This
So
could kill me.
this is Vabesh, and this is Rahal. So
Oh, it didn't.
17 for Besh, pew, and 10 points of pew 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 for Rahal. And the guy runs strafes. And last but not least, okay, the droid with 1 gun left, right, just puts it right in Vabesh's face and tries to shoot him. You said you were waiting for this? Well, here it comes.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just doing my math here.
Okay. Pistols do not provoke attack of opportunities. Rifles do in this.
What?
Yep.
Oh man, this is why I don't like this game. Alright.
Were you counting on that? Is that why you
Yeah.
jumped on the table?
Because every other game,
Yeah,
every other game, doesn't matter what it is.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I will, just to be fair. Now, I'm not gonna you just take back your ignorance, but just to be fair.
No, I'll take it. It's all
No,
right.
I'll give you an odd or even chance that because there's Rahal's right there. So odd or even, Rahal.
It'll be me because I'm in front of it.
Okay.
I'll
2.
take it.
Well, you are the VIP, right?
Yeah.
Protector. Okay. So the actual hit is an 11 plus 11, 22.
Yeah.
2. Regular blaster pistol in this droid's hand, which is a 3d6. That's another 10. Nope. Is that, did it roll twice? It did. Sorry, 7. Just 7. Ignore the second roll. I don't know why it rolled twice. You only take 7, because the second roll was the 10. So you take 7 more. So a total of 24 damage in this round, sir.
Alright. That's not too bad.
Well, considering you started this with 33 out of 54 something, like you came in here wounded, but didn't we have a day?
Oh yeah,
Why would
Yeah.
I be wounded?
yeah, he would be full.
Yeah. So you really actually should have, what? 40? What's your maximum?
58. And
Oh,
I've
okay.
taken
24.
24.
Okay. Which gives you what?
I have no idea. I'm trying to do math.
Oh. 32,
I
I
had a
think.
long day today.
I think it's 32.
I'll say 32, sure.
Okay, so I've got that on your mini there. Okay, so Draver's gone with his -1 and missed. The goons have all shot you guys up. The droid has shot you up. And now it's Rahal's go.
I will pick up the gun.
Yep.
And shoot the droid.
Okay.
So +1 to the attack and damage on this for point blank shot. What kind of weapon is this? Heavy blaster pistol?
No. As I just stated to Joe, it's a regular blaster that he got shot with. It had 2 regular blaster pistols, 3d6.
Okay, well it'll be the same roll, but the damage will be different. So what is the damage on the blaster?
3d6 as opposed to 3d8.
Okay. So ignore the damage. Attack of 12.
On the droid, my reflex is...
Oh, 13. Sorry, 13.
You want to use a force point? No, you don't have any.
I don't have any.
Don't have any. Miss. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It spins and it just shifts on its little track a little bit to the left, like to go down to the players,
Yep.
It's got a little sideways strafe action. How dare they make this thing, smarter than the average bear. Anything else, sir?
I'm not trained in that.
Do you have a swift action?
I do have a swift, yes.
You can either fall prone or second wind.
That's a good call. Second
Yeah.
wind is a very good call.
Don't be afraid to coach each other, guys. Did you notice
Yeah,
how
no,
there
I'll
was
second
one
wind.
thing? Have you noticed the one thing? As nice as I said I was,
Man, it's been so long. What is the second wind return?
3 swift actions.
No.
No, that's
Um,
to bring yourself up the condition track.
So second wind is either 1/4 of your hit points or your Constitution score.
yeah, which
whichever
is what
one
I'd
is
be
higher.
taking. Yeah.
Yeah, but it still takes 3.
No, it's a single swift
Is it?
for second
Single
wind.
swift.
Yeah.
You can only do it once per day.
So I will swift to second wind, bringing my total hit points back up to 25.
Okay. Besh? There's something you can't do in every other game if you care to. So that's not true. This was the.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, that's not true at all there.
Well, sorry, this was the prototype for 4th edition. So, yeah, and that's you, Rahul. Okay.
That's me. Yeah.
Round 3. Poser, you're up. Besh, make some careful life decisions. Poser.
Okay, question. This table, has it been tilted over for cover?
No.
Okay.
No, it's giving partial cover, like the 5 instead of the 10, because they're all kind of standing behind it.
Right.
And that one guy's got the girl in the way, so... Of course, they could be in cahoots. You have no idea about Rahal's ex-wife.
Right.
She's
Yeah.
just... Actually, no, you watch the card game. She's another player. She's
Right.
the player that won. So if she won, and they were together... Why would he pull a gun on her and threaten a bomb?
Yeah.
So it's kind of obvious, and she's freaking out too. So
Gotcha. Alrighty. Then I'm going to slide up the crowd this way.
Hmm.
So continuing north. I believe that puts me within. Yeah, slide one more north.
Okay.
Puts me within 12 squares of the table.
yes,
So I am going to use the Force Power move object.
Okay.
So I can either target a person or I can target an object.
Okay.
So what I want to do is I want to have this table buckle and flip on them.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, so make you use the force check. If the target is creature that resists your attempt, then there's a will defense.
Okay.
You can hurl the target at or drop it on another target in range if your use the force check exceeds the second target's reflex defense.
How far did you move? How many squares?
4.
4. Okay, if you move 3, I'll allow you a stealth check to keep blending. Because if you just come right forward to the table, where you are, you're going to pull that guy's notice.
Okay.
And I'll give him a perception to see if you do anything janky. Because it looks like you might emerge from the crowd. It's like, oh, are you with them? And he's shooting at them, but he might look over. If he's literally watching you emerge, he's got eyes on you. Now, I'm not saying a little wave of the hand is necessary to use that power, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you're suddenly being observed during combat. It's risky. So if you want to back it off to 3 squares, okay, the table is still, you know what I mean? All you need to do is grab the edge. What's your pound rating? Like, how many pounds can you lift with this power?
It depends on the use the force check that I make.
Oh, okay.
So DC 20 is move object up to large size. 25 move up to huge size.
So you know those full poker tables? Okay.
Yeah.
The portable ones, not that light. I'm not saying these things are heavy like billiard tables, but these are heavy, proper tables. They're flippable because you just
I would say that they'd be classed as a large item just because of the number of squares that they occupy.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to make the check, and then from there I might use a force point.
One of these days, I'm actually going to thoroughly learn at least one system, Joe, and I won't have to be badgered by all these rules lawyers. I asked the one guy that's literally propping up my Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign, Joe, read the rules. I don't have time.
Okay, so I got a 21 on my force check, which means I can move an object up to large size.
Yay!
So now...
Move it casually or, like, whip it across the room at them?
He can whip that sucker.
Well, he's just going to flip it over on them.
I can whip it if I want. I'm just going to just flip it on.
He's doing the cross-room pipe Vader slide. Like, I get it. You're, woof, here's a table. Eat this, right? The best part is the girl's clear of it.
Yeah.
Technically, the corner of that table is in the guy's square, which means you can hit both Silas and one of his goons with this table simultaneously. It's a good move.
I mean, yeah, the assumption is, oh, the leg broke and it just flipped.
So much going on.
Wait, counterbalance. Exactly.
I mean, the droid's rigged. Who knows? The table wasn't rigged. A big spring under it. Boing.
Okay, so
go. Okay, 21. And you hit us with large object, which I believe is like 3d6 damage.
After the fight's over, we'll be looking at these
46.
tables, and underneath we'll see that they're all made by Acme.
Yeah, or there was like explosives planted that never went off. Thank you, Merrick.
Yeah.
There really was a bomb.
So
46, please. Of bludgeoning, hurtling, poker chips.
I am actually going to use a second or another force point.
Wait a minute. Use the force is okay. You got the table in the air, but you have to strike us with it. So that 21 has to hit a reflex.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to do some dare to compare here, right? So the goons have 18, so you hit him. Let me just check Draver here. Oh, do you want to use a force point?
I hate you.
I'm not saying it. Like, when you're within 1, this is what I call you, right? Like, maybe my willpower was 22, and you want to be sure, or maybe my reflex is 21. We want to be sure. Like, I go both ways, right? But if you're within a D6, it's kind of a dick move to call you on it because it's very rare. But if you guys are within like 4, either way, that's worth the force point. 4, 5, 6. You know what I'm saying? I'll ask you. Do you want to use a force point? No,
and I will use the force point.
Okay.
Because I wanted to use the force point to jack up the damage, but hitting him is more important.
24. You nail him in the goon with the table. It flips. You know the very cool Star Wars alphabet lettering that you see in the hologram, right? It's like 4 symbols, ACME, translation, and Galactic Basic on the bottom of the table. Whoosh.
Come on.
Flying table.
15 points of damage.
Oh, you nail him with the table. Oh, it's a table. I mean, who does that? Okay, you hit him hard with this table, and the guy, his goon, right? Doesn't get back up. Knock him unconscious with this table.
So, so the main guy, his condition is at -1, which means his threshold is 1 below what it normally is.
Oh yeah, no, I've got his threshold here. You're getting warmer, but no, sorry.
Yeah, well, and
I'll even be nice. His threshold is 18, -1 is 17. You're getting warm.
Right.
And this is, I know we shouldn't talk numbers, but it's been so long with the battle. This is a fun number crunch, you know. Anyway, but back in the heat of the flavor, you've moved, you've stealthed. Let's have that stealth.
Okay.
Let's see if I saw you. Let's see what we see. 2.
15.
He looks at you, right? The cone head comes out of the crowd. You just look like the young teenage, you know, he totally buys the whole disguise package. And then, right? It's almost as if you, like, instead of moving your hand, you just point at the table, like, look over there. And as he looks, the table goes flying, not knowing that that point is what you see the...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like one of those. Hey, look over there. What is it? Something happened and the table goes flying. I think I've just given you a crazy power. I should not tell you stuff like what a great cover. Hey, look, what? And as he looks, they don't, you know, later on they're like, wait a minute. That happened after he pointed at the table and got my attention. All right. So that's Poser, right?
Actually, swift action.
Yeah.
I'm going to recover move object.
Oh.
My 5th level talent, Telekinetic Savant.
Okay.
Once per encounter, as a swift action, I may return 1 force power with the telekinetic descriptor to my suite without spending a force point.
Nice.
You're gonna beat these people to death with tables.
And you guys thought you needed Merrick for this encounter. I think
we
the lack
probably
of Merrick
will.
is really bringing out the poser in the Jedi. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
or is it the
sorry.
Jedi? It's the Jedi
They are
poser.
below half health, both of them, I believe.
No, you're
I'm
doing
terrified
great.
they're dead.
You're doing great. VIP protection, standing on a table. You know,
Yeah.
nose to nose. It's funny because you're eye to eye with a droid that hangs from the ceiling. So now it's like it's like the slappy dummy. I slap you, right? Because I got no guns now. No, I do have a gun. Sorry, you didn't get out of my hand. So what do you want to do? Disarm?
No.
Okay.
Because I did not know of the difference in this game.
Yeah, well, there's no attack of opportunity, but now you're right in front of me. It's your turn.
No,
you
but I
disarm
took
them.
trip instead of disarm.
Trip the hanging droid. It's a chandelier. Yeah.
No,
correct.
because trip does nothing in this game.
Ah, okay.
It is totally useless. I just like to sleep that. But anyways, still fun.
You miss your cyborg, don't you?
Punchy.
Punchy. All right.
Does a...
Oh,
Oh my god. A natural 1. No.
Oh, with the 10. That's all right.
No, that's a natural 1.
Okay.
It's a miss. That's a miss.
You still have movement.
All right. Since I'm unaware of this game, if I move in threatened area, does that draw an attack of opportunity with somebody with a ranged weapon?
no.
It's only if
No.
you leave a threatened area, and I don't think you get attacks of opportunity with pistols.
No, you do not.
No. It's only if you threaten. It's only if you threaten with a melee weapon will you take an AOO for leaving a threatened square.
Okay. Awesome. Now I
So unless
Bro.
this robot knows kung fu, you should be okay.
I really, when I say yeah, you guys don't need to go yeah. If you disagree, I want to hear it. But it's like yeah. It's like now that Matt and Aiden have chimed in, Joe believes you, as do the audience. I feel so ashamed. I should read more. So moving on. What do you want to do?
I will move.
So you're gonna like take the hook, right? You're gonna go right one square and up one square, but he doesn't got attack of opportunity. Now I have an appendage. I guess I could slap at you, but it's not really built to hit you. It's you know what I mean? Like it's a negligible damage. So I think it would just train the gun on you. Anyway, so you've moved over. Okay. Now what do you want to do?
I moved over.
Anything else? Did you want to do the swift threshold burn thing? Get your hit points back?
No, I'm good.
I don't think he's past half yet. You can only.
Oh, you gotta be below.
Yeah.
Sorry, you gotta be below half, right?
But I will do this. Going prone. What is that?
Swift, yeah,
Yep.
free.
Swift?
Yeah, that's a
You can
free.
just block.
Okay.
Okay.
I eat the dirt.
Yep. Because that does give cover. And in this game, instead of +4, it's +5. Because
Yeah.
everything's 5, 10, 15.
And
instead of 2,
if
4.
you have something to hide behind, it's +10.
He's actually in between the tables.
well,
So that's not, this is not.
So
not
so
bad, yeah.
so the
Between
droid's the
tables.
only one who's got a real good line on you. Everyone else is.
Did you want to go under the droid?
Nope.
Okay. Draver.
I'm good.
Draver, you know, coercing the girl. Okay, oh right. So it hits the table, it hits him, he takes damage, you know, the arms flail up and oof, and he falls into the crowd as cushion and ends up standing on his feet. You hurt civilians. I told you that it's 3 deep. You squished people.
I did not squish people.
You did. I told you. 3 squares out is full
Yeah,
of people.
no, he
I don't-
totally didn't. The table did.
Yeah, the table did.
You knowingly threw a table of bad guys that are amongst people.
I did not throw the table. I tilted it over, and the first thing there was him and his goon. It hit them and then fell back.
That's true.
You
I
never
did-
had a table start to fall on you.
I was the one that was talking about tossing across the room. Because you did say flip it up and hit him with it. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, and I specifically
that.
said, drop the leg so it just.
Yep. I also stated that there is a cup of space around each individual as the people fall back. So you're good. But I'm watching you.
I know you are. That's why I'm fighting so
Just
hard.
dying to give you those dark side points.
Oh, he gets so upset even if I apply it. It's like, oh, sorry, my bad. But no, we're good. Sorry, I do apologize, Aiden. That's we just keep talking our way through it. One day, Mr. 7.5.
One day.
One day. All your light side powers will be gone. Because there's no Tony in this. It's so bad.
Yeah, it is.
Just this campaign.
Yeah, this campaign. But considering how powerful you guys are, I like the fact that you can't play dark side character. You hit your wisdom. You're an NPC.
I think they
belongs
did
to
that
it.
intentionally because honestly, at this era, would be like, if anybody wanted to be evil, this is when you're going to get away with being evil.
Everybody would be not Mos Eisley style or worse. Okay, so 1 flip table, 1 rattled and beat up Silas, who's at -1 to do everything. I'm wondering. Just check out Mr. Silas here again. Mr. Draver, if that is your real name. No, I like my point blank and my precise shot, which is great. Not that anyone's like meleeing with you guys, but it helps. My rooting attack. So, yeah. He's telling her to go for the door, and the table flipped. So the girl can no longer go behind the table because it's flipped up and pushed on people and stuff, and people are freaking out. So she crosses, like she's still trying to take whatever, but she ducks down and tries to cross in front. Right? Draver goes around the back table. 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she's come around the front. And he takes his running shot at you guys. 1's on the floor. Rahul's standing there, so I'm going to shoot at Rahul. Rahul, 12 plus my 8's 20.
-1.
19. Oh, point blank
Miss.
shot, 20.
Miss.
Even with my pointy blanky shotty? Because I'm back
wait.
up to 20.
Oh, wait. Yeah. That does hit. That does hit.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Unless I get cover bonus,
Yeah, you get the 5 because I can't aim.
then that misses.
There you go.
Wait,
Nice.
were you counting the -2 from earlier? Because you shouldn't be anymore.
Oh yeah, that's done.
Yeah,
That's like a round.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, so what is your defense normally?
20.
Right, so it's like 25 right now.
Yeah, so that misses.
Oh no, I have a line on you because look at this. Oh no, the girl's in the way. Sorry, that's right. Well, the table is in the way. You actually have cover from the girl.
I'll take it.
Can I have a perception check from Rahul? And the bad guys are going to shoot one on Rahul, one on Besh, because I can see him lying on the floor, but he still gets his
Perception
bonus.
is 16.
Okay. We'll get back to you on that. So I got two shooting at Rahul, one shooting at Vibesh, because only one guy can see you through the gap at all. So we'll go with the white dice for Vibesh with 13 and Where's the bad guy? Bad guy. Go at 5s. Now they have point blank. So Vibesh, what is your reflex right now?
21.
And 5 for being prone. So 26.
So 26.
Okay. And these guys get an extra plus because they're all within 20 squares of you, so their 5 becomes 6. So that would be 19. So no, the one guy shoots at you misses. The guys that shoot at Rahul, 5 and a 12 with certain bonuses, not even good as Draver, I believe that's 2 misses. So blaster bolts are flying around the room, okay? And although they're focused into the middle, right, people are freaking out, things are hitting tables, you know, somebody might get caught in a crossfire. You just never know what's going on here. The droid. You're laying down?
Yes, sir.
If I hang from a ceiling and I have to look down at cards, technically I can look at things that are under me. Because I was wondering about this. So I was asking if you're going to be directly under. If you were directly under him, maybe he wouldn't be able to hit you or get extra cover. But since you're beside him, I believe I can just shoot straight down. Now, you're prone, so you get like a +5. So you're still at 26?
Yep.
From my crappy droid, who rolls a 14. And with Mr. the droid gets 11. So that's 25. So it barely misses you. Pew! Dude, do I have any force points I can burn? I keep forgetting that bad guys actually these.
I don't think a robot can have force points.
Don't think they do. But
Droids do not get access to the Force.
No, but player characters do. Like Draver's got a force point, and I can burn it.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
But the droid doesn't.
The bad guys do, but good guy droids do, so I was just double checking, right? Okay.
No, they don't.
All players get force points. They don't
really?
have
A player droid gets force points?
He doesn't, yeah, because it's a game mechanic. No one would play a droid, like he gets his 6th level, that's it. And they're like, you just call it luck. Because the force is working around them. So you're basically saying that, you know, like it's not your time to die, not the droid isn't reaching out. It's not force sensitive, right?
Because I do know, I know as also part of the mechanic, the more artificial parts you have, the less contact you can make with the force.
Yeah. Like Vader took huge penalties and he still rocked the world.
Because dude, you should see his Saga stats. They're retarded.
Yeah, and that's with him like 2 arms, 2 legs, half a head, not there, you know. Anyway, sorry. Moving on. I believe that we are done, and it is Rahul's turn.
Cool. I'm going to shoot at Draver.
Mm-hmm.
I will spend my swift actions to take aim.
Okay.
And fire at Draver.
Okay. You're so focused on Draver. Okay. Remember how I said she was kind of ducking and running?
Yep.
She stops running and just kind of hunches down in her square. So it's like,
Okay.
oh, good. You know, now it's less cover. So instead of like the 10 that he would have given her, she's only giving him like 5. But
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm taking aim.
But there's the table, and anyway, she just stops in her square and gets low, hits the
Perfect.
floor.
Come on, big money. Big money. Attack of 12. God damn it.
Sorry.
That hit though.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, and then for my last swift action, I'm gonna fall prone.
You don't have one. Taking aim is 2 swifts.
Okay.
So it's a move and a swift.
I spend my. Oh, okay. So you can't spend your movement as 2 swifts. Oh, okay. So that's me.
I don't think so.
This is awesome. Now Williams is like, you can't do that. He's doing my job for me. I'm liking this. How can you complain? It was like, hey, don't sit my foot. Actually, no.
No, fair enough.
No, we are just playing by the rules. Like this is something actually I like to hear, because I have had some comments on YouTube going, why isn't Jeff the DM? Why is Joe? It's like, we're not cheating the rules. They're there, and if you don't believe us,
that would actually be a 13. I don't know if that changes things for me, but I don't think
for hitting Draver.
Yeah.
If you aim, and even if my defense is lowered by 1,
2 actually.
No, sorry.
Well, his defense would be lowered by 1, and then I get an additional +1 on top of that roll for point blank shot.
Which gives you a total of.
Give me 13.
No, sorry.
Yeah, did so. Gotta try though, man. Gotta try.
You never know, right? Throw in a force point. Okay. So if you had gone prone, the scene stops and pulls out. You have Poser, who could possibly, on round 4, use swift action to like reping. There's a guy top left corner across the table from him shooting at his party and hasn't noticed that Poser's using Force Powers. Center of the room, we have a hanging droid with 1 gun, Vabesh at its proverbial feet in between 2 tables. On the south side of this table, we have Rahal with his back to the sort of door at the kitty corner. Off on the west side, a whole bunch of bad guys have kind of filed that way. 2 goons and Draver, who's hopping from table to table doing running shots. And because Poser flips a table, the girl has to cut in front to keep the movement going. She becomes a shield momentarily, and no one notices her flinch as she goes down and slumps a little bit on the floor, looking over at Rahal, holding her side. He, who hasn't hit the floor yet, is focused too much on their assailant, and no one sees the scorch mark that she lifts her hand from her dress and winces in terrible pain. And we will see you next time. Say goodnight, Poser.
Good night.